Coming up next from Milwaukee, Dasha Kelly.
Okay, I'm speeding again. Not points off my license speeding, just speeding trying to get there speeding. I mean, really, how can I get anywhere driving 35 miles an hour? And look at this son of a bitch trying to cross the street to the promised land. I mean, it must be glory on the other side of the street because he can't wait 1 minute for these cars to pass. He wants to march his happy ass across the street right now. Well, the 45 seconds he's trying to save, he's going to have to hold. My daycare charges $1 a minute, and right now my late fee is already past $4, so even though I don't speed up, I ain't slowing down. I mean, if this clown wants to test his gumption across rush hour streets, then he needs to feel the press of an irregular heartbeat, or maybe a close call Michelin kiss planted near his feet, or maybe he needs a gut check on whether or not he's really ready to meet his maker. And then he stopped his steps, he stopped his struggle, stopped his life. This stranger with his cobalt blue tie and crisp white shirt, he forged a forever and intimate bond between us two, and he climbed off that curb and intersected his life with my ride and left his pain in front of me to die. I mean, maybe my car was the color of his fate. Or maybe its contours signal the beginning of his end, or maybe the grinding of my shifting gears echoed the grinding of his churning soul. All I know is I watched him go from foolish stranger to fallen soldier. He was a white-collar warrior, weary of battle and ready to die. Now, I can't say if he was a hero or a punk. I just remember that second that he looked back at that moment of impact, and I could look into his eyes. I saw then that he, just like I, was often running late. Probably had too much on his plate, maybe was dodging bills, second-guessing his skills, probably speeding down slow-paced lanes and wondering if he could just be free and let himself go and be insane. And I've been there. I know this life thing ain't always easy. I mean, they say we're all one paycheck away from homelessness. What if we're all one heartbreak away from despair? What if faith, family, and fortitude won't always be enough to keep us from the side of the road? Won't always be enough to keep barrels from our temples or seeping wrists above warm water levels? What if it won't always be enough to keep the devil pills from stomping their mad jubilee across our tongues? I know this life thing ain't always easy. So I can't say if he was a hero or a punk. But I do know that there's a lesson in his passing, so days can't come and go without me asking myself and my God, what can I do to keep from always speeding into late fees? What can I do to keep this life from living me? What can I do to make sure my mind, body, and soul are always full, fed, and free? What can I do? Answers will grow stubbornly, but I'm hopeful that waiting for their bloom will always give me the peace and reason to simply be. And that again today, driving too fast and more late fees to pay, but I smile, my blue tie dancing against the wind. I smile at my load and I drive those burdens with me into the sunset along Good Hope Road.